Money decides more than our lifestyle. It decides our stress, our freedom, and our future. In this episode of the Global Edu Leader podcast, we go beyond numbers. No formulas, no textbook, only real life money truth. From skills versus salary to education loans, EMIs, social media pressure, and careless digital spending, you'll hear powerful insights from global education leaders, principals, and financial experts. People who don't just talk about money but shape mindsets every day. If you're a student, a parent, or an educator, this conversation might change how you think about money forever. Stay with us till the end because financial literacy isn't optional anymore, it's survival.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Global Edu Leader podcast, and this is episode 6 and series 2. I'm Ruby Kalyan, founder of Tech Radiance, as well as your host today. And today's topic is about something that affects all of us, and that is money. How we earn it, how we spend it, and how we think it. So, today's podcast will talk about money in real life, not theory, not math, just simple understanding. And we have very wonderful panel today for that. We have Miss Sajita here from Brand International. Welcome, ma'am. Then we have Miss Rakhi ma'am from Navyu Foundations. Welcome, ma'am. Then we have Miss Pritis, who is the country coordinator from Brazil for Global Edu Leaders. Then we have SK sir, founder of Global Edu Leaders, as well as current principal of GD Goenka Bhubaneswar. Thank you all for being here and welcome once again. So let's start with a very simple question. My first question to you, ma'am. What should young people focus on first, salary or skills? Over to you, ma'am.
According to me, like what I have done over the years with, because even we started our job at very early age, say in 20s. So even that time also, like we have joined the institute, educational institution, that time also our focus was more to learn about our profession. So I feel nowadays also it is more important because the competition, the technology, and how we are open to the world. So every young person, once you start earning, that's fine, but you have to spend more on your skill building, because strong skill leads to a better salary. Then you can, increase your salary, and it will be a better salary, career growth, job security, and independence in long run, because you have a skill. If you are not on job, then also you can start your own venture. So I think so it is the time when we should guide the young generation that they should spend more on the skill for a stable life in terms of finance.
That's true, ma'am. And even nowadays, even certifications and these things are not required for any interview or any, for job also. If you are going or for anything, if even you have the skills and there is no kind of graduations or something, that's also fine. Certifications are having not much value nowadays. Thank you
And
so much.
sometimes, the money can go and can come
Yes.
and then go. But once you have gained the skill, it will stay with you forever. It will never go from your hand.
That's true. Now, my next question to Rakhi ma'am. Rakhi ma'am, what students and parents know, should know before taking any, education loan, even in our times as well, when we were doing the education loans for lots of hype was there, and nowadays students are going for, higher studies to the foreign countries, and they apply for education loans. So what they should consider before that? Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for having me in the panel. I am delighted to be amongst the top educational leaders from the education industry. Now, coming to the question, so whenever parents are applying for education loan, I think the first thing they should check is what course the child is going to do after taking loan. And if the course is a very generic course, like MCA or BCA, I strongly believe that it will not be a very good decision, because in the market nowadays, the job profile or maybe the job type is changing very frequently. So, the first thing the parent should consider is what course the child is going to opt and what are the various job opportunities available after the education is over, so that the child is able to repay the loan by doing his by getting the relevant job. Now ROI, it is also related to the loan. They have to check what will be the return on the investment. Will the degree will help them to repay the loan and also help them to save money and grow in the future time. And while taking the loan, they should all parents should also think of a backup plan. What if after the education the child is not getting job, or maybe he go for further another kind of short course, maybe stay and work as an intern. So the child should not be pressurized, or parents should have something in the mind. What if things go wrong? Or maybe you can say it as a plan B. So I think if you are taking loan for the education, it should be investment. Means the course should be skill based according to the need of the market, and not just for the sake of having the degree for status. Nowadays, I see many people are taking a doctorate degree just for getting their name decorated, and then probably I think it is not a good decision, because return on investment for such kind of degrees which are just adding some decoration to the designation or decoration to the resume but not adding to the skill is not fruitful.
That's making a lots of sense, ma'am, and I think many parents and students can relate to it. Thank you so much. Now, my next question to SK sir. Sir, I remember one day you were sharing one story also about your daughter about spending or something and about these kids nowadays. So it is related to that itself. Why is having an emergency fund so important?
Ruby, wonderful question. See, once we had a joint family, there was a one person who was responsible for earning, and it was entirely managed, and other people were under the shelter. Now time have changed. It's become a nuclear family. And the nature wise, we as a human being are more machine based, not nature based protective people. We will be admitted to the hospital, there will be insurance, and then you will save your life. So our resilience of the body has gone down. Our fighting with the situation energy has gone down. Now, all if you take example of all shopping malls, they are not need based, they are business based. People go to the shopping mall without any intention. They go to the food court, they get attracted towards a number of things. I do not remember any one of the time I have visited to the shopping mall along with my family for any fundamental need. I have visited just air condition hoga, to BlackBerry brand hoga, to falana hoga, tikina hoga. Now see, in new education policy, if you see the 2020 national NEP, there is a called financial literacy. Everyone has to understand of your saving 10 to 25%. You have to save just because of disaster happening. If you admit to the hospital, if you do not have enough money or you do not have the Ayushman card, I don't know how many people have Ayushman card and how many people those who are staying in the rural area or even in the urban area aware of it. So medical treatment become very expensive and our body immunity has gone down. So both the way, either you keep yourself, invest in yourself, either invest in the bank. So your life is saved till you have financial things. Second, more than that, our desire. All entire social media photography is full of fashion. One party, if I wear one coat, another party, I should not repeat it. Who is creating this? These all shopping complex, all marketing, which are away from the real life. Okay, only one example, Swami Ramdev, who has made practice into business. दंत कांति आज भी मतलब सुपर हिट है, but not all. च्यवनप्राश मैंने ट्राई किया है उनका. I'm not marketing him and I'm not talking against, but it is a practical approach. I should invest. Maximum people are towards earning. If you are earning, then you are burning. Where is the saving? And earning money and burning money is all okay. You are burning money along with your health, which will have a very heavy cost in the future. So that's what I keep saying. My daughter is very expensive. I was paying her 40,000 per month as an expenditure once she was preparing for the CA. Now she is getting 1.5 and even not saving that much. So of course it is a question. I keep saying, one thing good which I can see, the money which I'm not giving, that is my saving. But I'm unable to stop her कि 50,000 का फ्लैट लेके सुशांत लोक में रहने से क्या है. इससे पहले तो गुड़गांव 57 में ही अच्छा था. बट दे हैव लाइफ विद द लग्जरी. मैकेंजी से कार आती है, ड्राइवर आता है, सिक्योरिटी आती है, वीकली उनका 3,000 का डिनर होता है. मेरा तो कभी नहीं होता, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग. अगर मैं अकेला भी हूं तो on cost of your health, luxury of the life is very expensive, honestly speaking. So that's how you can make it out. This time, latest example I can give you. My son came from US and daughter was here in the new year. So we had a debate discussion. Dad, you should have 1 crore policy for your health. हमने कहा why? No, you should have. Because I have to travel from the USA to get sick. I don't know why you guys are thinking. I don't have any LIC policy, to be very honest. I was not much convinced, but what they told, कि now you are getting 50 plus, so we are stressed. कि till the time, मतलब they had a campaigning, counseling, मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, मैंने तो सादा खाना खा लेना है, जिम में जाना है, शाम को क्रिकेट खेलना है. This is all my insurances. So this is the very debatable topic. The intake food is costing our health, and this glory world of imagination is not reality at all.
Yes, that's very important point
Yeah,
you
they have
raised.
started with the yoga and meditation. So I think simply things are turning.
Yes, that's very well said. Now, my next question to Beatrice, ma'am. Ma'am, are you understanding English?
Hi.
She can understand, and she is the financial expert. I know her profession is take her conclusion. I told her to prepare how the life is struggling with the financial management. I must appreciate
Okay.
all the conference finances was very well managed of the Brazil by Beatrice. So she is a very good accountant. She is a very good financial manager. Even I was not able to do it in India.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, SK. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you, inviting me. This is finance literacy is a very important topic because the family is no usually economies, no goals, no the children. This is a very problem and no economization, but is a finance literacy for me is a more important when I close I when the Global Edu Leaders Forum about 2022 invite me the Global Edu Leaders Forum. Oh my God, what this is? And all this concern had always been with me. It's why during the pandemic, when I discovered Global Edu Leaders Forum, thank you, that everything became clear and I understand what I need to do. Quality education, decent work, and economic ground for me is very important.
Beatrice, I have a question to you. Very clear question. How many percent of money people save in Brazil?
In Brazil is no normal the percent, but for me is a 33% for me because the my class I learning the student 33%
Saving.
the
Okay.
ground. The ground in the challenging is necessary. Why this doing?
Your answer is 33%, right? We'll take a next question to you. I think direct question. Yeah.
Sure, sir. My next questions, just to add on with the SK sir, as SK sir was saying, lots of social media is there, lots of influence. So, related to that, my next question to Sarita ma'am, how does this social media create, false ideas about money and lifestyle? What is the impact to the, long term? Because in the social media, we see just, good, nothing about real life. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, it's really a very good and hot question, I can say, like a board exam. Because nowadays, everyone means you just sit, scroll, you feel you are the poorest amongst everyone, no matter how much you are earning, what is your age. And sometimes you feel that no one is loving you. Everybody is like, showing that. So it is like this, especially if we see the luxury lifestyle without showing hard work or we can say depth behind it, the big car. We don't know what is the source. Then we can say this actually always create a pressure. So we compare, and that creates a pressure. Fake rich influence is too much nowadays on social media and unrealistic stories. The people are cooking, sitting in their bedroom, and they cook the story and they come on the social media. So this actually creates wrong expectations in the relationship as well as leads many young people to overspend due to look successful, beautiful, handsome, I think so. We should restrict or we should train the children how to handle this. We cannot stop, but we can train.
Yeah, because in nowadays even children don't want, they don't know how to do that kind of hard work, but usually people
They want
used to do.
everything.
Yeah, and they want everything, like this person is having everything, and so I also want, and they want that comfort also. Of course there is some reality versus expectation, things are happening. Now my next question to, like, in today's trend, it's also on today's trend, to Rakhi ma'am. Like we know, like this EMI thing, lots in trend, like buy now pay later, this culture, in every platform, if we are taking online as well, whatever the things we are talking about. So what do you think, that this culture is harming young people, or like sometime even we don't know how much we have already spent and how much we do have in the budget? Over to you, ma'am.
Very apt question, Ruby ma'am. I always tell my students that EMI are basically fake abilities, fake affordabilities. So what happened, like if if we go by the recent census also, a research was made that the Gen Zs, the youngsters, they are even taking debt on daily routine things like buying clothes, going to pubs, or maybe for a vacation. So they are taking loans and they are taking EMIs to purchase iPhone. So these are the things which are either depreciable assets or they are for leisure. Whereas I think the EMI was started to ensure that if you want to buy an asset, an appreciating asset, could be property or could be buying assets like gold, so that if you have ability of buying in installments, let's say if I want to go for purchase gold and the gold is costing me, let's say, 2,50,000, but currently I can afford to pay only 50,000 rupees, so EMI is a good option, because ultimately I am investing or I am putting EMI on a growing asset or something which probably can give me returns in my life. So first is like, don't go for EMI when you are just creating your fake affordabilities. Second is, EMI is also killing the habit of saving. So like, I remember in my younger time, my mother used to save money every month after cutting out all the expenditures of the house. And if we see the current generation, what they are doing it same for EMI. The moment they get salary, first thing is they pay their, credit card amount payments, and then they make EMIs. And now whatever is left with them, they would go for spending them for their another to-do list. And the last point I would like to add is normalization of debt. So what EMI has done, that it has become now a fashion to have loan and to go for EMI or to have a credit card. So it's like 25 years of my working in my industry, and I have never would touch, I have never taken a loan, and I have never used a credit card. So my son was saying कि mama आप credit card use कीजिए, because your आपको लोन नहीं मिलेगा कभी अगर आप लेना चाहोगे, because you don't have credit points. So I said, rather if I have not taken loan तो ज्यादा होना चाहिए. It should be like appreciated that a person in 25 years has not taken loan, but this is how they are changing the game. They want, if a person has a credit card or has taken EMI and has paid EMI back on time, they are considering it as a good point. So anyhow, things are changing as per time. What would be my last point to it, that if you want to buy, let's say, iPhone, and you have a affordability of purchase two iPhones by cash, I think you can go for it. Go for EMI, go for buy now pay later. But if you have twice capability, then it is okay, else it is just taking you into a debt loop. And don't make EMI as a lifestyle, can be a tool as and when.
That's a very practical advice you shared, ma'am. Now let's hear from SK sir. Sir, like, what do you think? Financially, it's starting a business better than doing a job?
See, there's a two temperament which person has to look into. If you are actually a risk taker, then you have to go for a business. If you are just want a happy and secure life, then you go for a job. But now jobs are also very challenging. It is not less than business. Everything is online. Every second you are going to be. So you have to have internal assessment by age of early time ki where you want to be. And now class ninth onwards, kids started understanding what kind of luxury life they are looking for. Of course, they are fascinated, but this is the role of parents. Ki they should guide them. If parents are in the job, they are always advising कि हम तो जॉब में सिर्फ एक घर खरीद सकते हैं. See, if they are in the business, they will say that पढ़ लो लिख लो, इस बिजनेस की कोई गारंटी नहीं है. तो honestly speaking, there is not honest answer for advising them go for a business. Go with your temperament, with your attitude, which you realize that will help in a direct way. Rather than go for counseling, go for debate, go for discussion, and what makes you happy, do it. If you want a happy and healthy life, not required much money. But if you want a BMW and you have to be admitted in the Max Hospital, of course, go for it.
Thank you, sir, for explaining it so simply. Now, my next question to again Sajita ma'am, and then we'll discuss as a panel, like the mutually. Now, the question is, this is also nowadays we are doing, and even I have heard from my husband as well that like even for everybody, like we spend very less in the cash. We always do UPI, even we don't have the habits of taking cash with us. So simply last month, two times my husband used cash and he was like, बहुत खर्चा होता है यार. I was like, ये तो हमेशा ही होता है कि जब like when we do from the UPI, he don't
Yes,
even
yes,
know,
yes.
right? कि कितना अपना spend गया in a month. Even we don't realize how much we spend until we don't have any shortage, right? So the question is related to that, Sajita ma'am. How digital payments like UPI increased careless spending?
Yes, very true. Because nowadays money becomes invisible and people spend faster without even thinking. When, however, UPI giving lots of benefits because like we all are professionals and somewhere outside the house, somewhere else, so we can quick do the transaction. That's a benefit also. But what our age group, it is really we can say a problem for us because we always used to count and used to that used to be we can calculate how much left, how much going, but nowadays invisible. So we just click and pay. So I think so this is a good thing, but we cannot stop it again. So we have to train ourselves, and for this the key is self control, not blaming the technology.
Yes, that's very true. Just to add on that, ma'am, just I would like to know your point of view about this digital platform as well. You can talk about Swiggy, you can talk about Zomato, you can talk about Mintra, you can talk about Amazon, you can talk about
So
Flipkart,
what
anything.
sir was talking about health again. So it is self-control. We have to control ourselves in everything. It is all about spending and affecting our health. So self-control is required everywhere. So key to everything is self-control, and we have to do the self-control, and we have to train our upcoming generation how to handle this.
Rajita ma'am, they are taking 1 liter of cold drink, but they are not taking 3 liters of water.
Yes, that's very true, sir. Very true.
They may go for any fast food, but if give them home food, they are away. So this is the fascination and false trap in the name of health and finance both together.
Yes.
Now, my last questions to everybody, and we'll hear everyone point of view about this. If you could teach students only one money lessons, and in the schools, what would it be? Let's start from Rakima. Just one point, ma'am.
So one point is money is a tool, but it's not life. So, we always say things which money can buy, things which money cannot buy are even more precious. So, definitely, I would like my students to learn that money can bring some type of happiness, but not all. So, use it as a tool. It is not your life. It is for your life.
That's true, ma'am. What about you, SK sir? Well, lesson.
Actually, देखो, my fundamental experience with the students. Suppose in canteen I don't have anything which need to be given to the student with the cost of money. स्प्राउट्स है, खाना है बेटा, खा लेना, फाइन, इट्स ओके. कोल्ड
Yes.
ड्रिंक रखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. आपको फ्रूट्स मिल जाएंगे, आपको स्प्राउट्स मिल जाएंगे. In terms of students. Second, staff room situation same. See, teachers are the real role model for the students. जहाँ पे कैंटीन में लेविश आप I used to check always wherever I was कि मेरे कैंटीन में आइटम्स क्या हैं. चने रख लो, थोड़ा हेल्दी होगा. बट अगर आपने चिप्स पे ही जाना है, आपने पैटीज बेचना है, तो व्हाई आर डूइंग इट? You cannot sell the health. So just be role example and students will follow you.
Yes, ma'am.
According to me, I will teach that save and invest at early age.
Yeah.
I think so. Even a small, consistent saving grow into a big amount through compounding, I can say. And financial discipline is very important, and we have to build in youth, and that will only give them the freedom in future.
Beatrice, ma'am, just one advice and in just one single line, if you can give about money and what should be teach in the school, just in one sentence, please.
Please, SK, explain for
Your,
me because.
your last conclusion, one advice to people.
Okay. My conclusion is today is finance literacy is not about money. It's a choice, the future. Every organization initiative must achieve two basic results: real value for the participants and economic finance sustainability to make.
Yes, that's very true, ma'am. It's about habits. So today we learned about money is not about earning. It is about thinking, planning, and good habits. Thank you to all our speakers for sharing such simple and useful lessons that students and parents can apply in daily life. Thank you so much from my end. Now, 5-10 minutes we can discuss. It's open.
Thank you so much. It was a very thought-provoking session, and I would like to just add to my answer that money is a tool. That if money should be used to reduce the stress. Nowadays, what is happening? Like whatever, how much you are earning, when you see your surroundings or your company, how they are spending. So it becomes your stress. So I think we have to really think on it. Money should be, it may make you more relaxed, not more tensed.
I used to have my kitchen budget. Okay, this much amount. If you save, we go for party. And what kind of party? Healthy party. Choose healthy party. Choose right place to eat. One day I was just interacting to one of manager of hotel, and I asked him, "Are you really looking after the health?" He told me honestly, "No, I am looking after the business."
Actually.
सर, we are branding and we are branded. I ask him कि ये जो सामान होता है वो खराब हो जाता है या आप कैसे? बोले फ्रीजर में रहता है. तो ही वॉज वेरी ऑनेस्ट टू आंसर कि अगर मैं आपको एडवाइस करूं तो मेरे पास फ्रेश कुछ नहीं होता है. इट इज अ ऑनेस्ट आंसर. तो जस्ट थिंक ऑफ, किसी आप डॉक्टर से जाके पूछो. आई वॉज लिसनिंग वेरी गुड पॉडकास्ट कि जो मेडिसिन है वो आपको रेजिलियंस डेवलप करती है, ना कि क्योर करती है. मेडिसिन कैन हेल्प यू जस्ट टू ओवरकम द इशू. इट इज नॉट, कोई मेडिसिन ऐसी नहीं है. आपको वो बॉडी में एक रेजिलियंस डेवलप करने का तरीका है कि आपका ए लेवल नीचे है तो वो थोड़ा सा फाइटिंग लेवल पे आ जाए. इफ यू नो इट कि आपके खान पान, आपका एक्सरसाइज और आपके हैबिट्स ही अगर हेल्थ है, तो व्हाई आर यू वेटिंग फॉर? यू कैन नॉट बाय हेल्थ विथ मनी, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग. You
Right.
have to walk with your own leg. You have to have 3 to 4 liter water once you start taking it. Otherwise, it will be very good advice on the Facebook and Instagram. So people are waiting. See, biggest threat. You'll be surprised to know it. If you buy the 5 companies mineral water, you will not find the same component. Actually, this RO machines has reduced your immunity. It came as a increase कि नहीं ऐसे health रहेगा. And I guarantee कि people those who are using RO at home,
They
you
don't
get
have
RO
money.
on EMI, you get RO on the call, you get services on the call, but exactly what has happened? You have lost your immunity of drinking water, honestly speaking. So this is the biggest trap. As soon as we can come out is the actually real life example. Walk to the right place, walk with your pocket and budget, and always focus on the healthy and happy life. Do not get trapped with this sweetie and Zomato. Ask the
But
Zomato people.
बट ये 30, 35, 40 के बाद समझ आता है सर, पहले नहीं आता है.
नहीं तो हम तो बताने के लिए है ना, हमको समझ में आ रहा है तो. I went through, I'll give you example. Somehow in the summer season, family was not here and I had my canteen food around 15-20 days. And I came to know कि something is happening. I went for the test. तो उन्होंने पहले तो ये डरा दिया कि सर वो हेपेटाइटिस है और यू हैव टू वेरी लेवर का इशू हो सकता है, यू हैव टू टेक रेस्ट. फिर मैंने थोड़ा रिकॉल किया कि मैंने इस पूरे एपिसोड में क्या किया है. तो हमेशा कैंटीन फूड में मतलब स्पाइसेस हैं, चीजें हैं। और नॉर्मली मॉर्निंग आई स्टार्ट विद द फ्रूट्स एंड ऑल। मैंने सडन एक्शन लिया कि अब मुझे सिर्फ बटर मिल्क और फ्रूट्स लेना है ब्रेकफास्ट में, लौकी की सब्जी लेनी है और प्लेन रोटी लेनी है। ट्रस्ट मी, आफ्टर हैविंग ऑल टेस्ट, मैं सिंगल डे स्कूल नहीं छोड़ा, सिंगल डे जिम नहीं छोड़ा। डॉक्टर एडवाइस आप किस स्टेज में जी रहे हैं, मैं जिंदा हूं तुम लोगों के सामने। आई वॉज रिकवरिंग माई सेल्फ 15-20 days। क्यों? ओनली फूड हैबिट्स। ये मतलब बाइकआउट कर दिया कि अगर कैंटीन में दाल बनी है दाल ले आ दो, आई डोंट वांट वेजिटेबल, नहीं चाहिए मुझे। अब यही है कि हम ही ने करना है। फ्रूट्स मेरे को लाओगे, जो भी सीजनल फ्रूट्स है, फ्रूट्स ला दो, बटर मिल्क ला दो, दैट्स माई ब्रेकफास्ट। दाल ला दो, और कुछ अगर हेल्दी है तो ले आना, नहीं तो मत लेके आना। अब नाउ माई कैंटीन पीपल नो दैट। वो मेन्यू चेक करते थे, कुछ भी फ्राइड है सर ने नहीं खाना है, कुछ भी नूडल्स है सर ने नहीं खाना है। तो आपको ये चीज करना पड़ेगा, ना कि डॉक्टर आपके लिए करेगा, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग। एंड आई एम हैप्पी कि एक 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 बैटल मैंने जीता। तो वंस यू विन, यू बिकम एग्जाम्पल एंड मोटिवेटर फॉर अदर्स। अच्छा खाओ, अच्छा टहलो। मॉर्निंग में उठने की हैबिट नहीं है, ऑनेस्टली स्पीकिंग। अरे उठते हो तो जाओ, ऑक्सीजन लो भाई, बाहर अच्छी फ्रेश एयर मिलेगी। हु विल एडवाइस यू, टेल मी? नो वन। मोबाइल विल नॉट एडवाइस यू, यू हैव टू वेकअप। और बॉडी का मोमेंटम सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। पर्सनली आई कैन एडवाइस, चूज अ गेम, वट एवर एज यू आर। मैं संडे को मैच खेलता हूँ, मस्ती से खेलता हूँ। मुझे अच्छा इसलिए लगता है कि उसमें तीन चीजें एक साथ हो जाती हैं। एक तो होता है कि आपका एक टेम्परामेंट डेवलप होता है। माई यंगर सन वॉज देयर, उसकी बॉल पे अगर हमने 4 या 6 मारा तो मुझे सबसे बड़ी खुशी हुई कि बेटा तुम कितने भी हो, 20 साल से अगर मैं एक चीज खेल रहा हूं तो आज तुम अभी 20 साल पीछे हो। वो आपका एक टेम्परामेंट है। सेकंड क्या है कि यू हैव अ टीम बिल्डिंग। आपके सराउंडिंग में आप देखो ना, प्लेयर्स जितने होते हैं एक दूसरे को देख करके, कोई एक मोटा हो गया, गिर गया, फिर उसका मजाक बनता है तो उसको थोड़ी शर्म आती है कि मुझे और कम होना है। तीसरा और मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है कि जब आप एक अच्छे ग्रुप में होते हैं तो एवरीवन इज कंसर्न कि किसकी फिटनेस अच्छी है, कौन 3 रन दौड़ सकता है। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सीनियर पीपल। यंगस्टर्स जो जिम वाले हैं ना, आई एम जस्ट रिकॉर्डिंग पे मैं ये चीज बोल रहा हूं, ये 3 रन दौड़ नहीं सकते। ये जितने डोले शोले वाले हैं वो 6 मार सकते हैं, बट वो 3 रन दौड़ नहीं सकते, ट्रस्ट मी। आई हैव मेनी एग्जाम्पल। 2 रन के बाद, नहीं सर बहुत हो गया, सर बहुत हो गया। अच्छा, इनका बॉडी मसल्स है कि वो खड़े खड़े 6 मार लेंगे। दिस इज अ चेंज। जो लंग्स है ना, दे आर पंपिंग कंटिन्यूअसली। इनको एक एनर्जी चाहिए जो टेम्परामेंट और हैबिट से आएगी। प्रैक्टिस वही, स्वामी रामदेव तो बहुत बेस्ट एग्जांपल है, करोगे तो होगा, अदरवाइज ऑल टॉक्स आर टॉक्स ओनली। थैंक यू।
तो
अच्छा।
लाइक राखी मैम ने ऑलरेडी
हाँ।
हमारा एक बार पॉडकास्ट ज्वाइन किया हुआ है, बिट्रीज मैम ऑल्सो नो, Sajita ma'am is new, so I'm just telling a little bit about GEL. Ma'am, Global Edu Leader Forum is a community of educators from India, and we have done one conference, and we are doing in Brazil as well. Brazil is government supported initiative, and Beatriz ma'am is the country coordinator from Brazil who is taking care about everything like the conference and everything. And even for the Brazil Global Edu Leader Forum, we got the fund also from the UN, and we are UN registered under sustainability education.
Wow.
So hoping for Indian things also, soon we are starting to get the fund from the UN.
That's and financial literacy is always my matlab, I am from economics background, so I love talking about this. So how I now become the part of the group, and really I heard the previous podcast also. I liked it how you all are doing it. So good that I thank you very much, and I'm grateful to Almighty for this, that I become the part of this such a beautiful forum where we can contribute little bit.
Thank you so
It
much.
has
That
been rightly said, na, कि alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. I
Yes.
still remember I purchased my first Toshiba laptop, 85,000 rupee after 1 year saving, when I was in abroad. So see, this is what happiness comes. So only 2 laptop, one principal, Mr. M. Sebastian used to have another one, and that has changed my life. अब उस समय तो EMI था ही नहीं। 1 साल से बचा रहे हैं 300 रियाल, 300 रियाल, 300 रियाल। देन ईयर एंड वेटिंग फॉर कि नहीं लैपटॉप खरीदना है। और एक डर भी होता था अंदर, इतनी महंगी चीज है, कुछ हो गया तो। बट इट्स लाइफ, यू हैव टू इन्वेस्ट। थैंक यू।
I think so. This the last generation we are thinking like this. Then after this, our children don't have this fear. They just go. Let's see what will happen.
अनीता मैम उनके खर्चे ही
There is
नहीं
a
है.
reason, there is a reason to it because routine life is secured by their parents.
Yes.
So now what is
Exactly.
there? They are above roti, kapda, and makan.
Yes.
नहीं उनको
We,
तो
we,
I
we have not struggled, but our parents we have seen. So
Yes,
that has come into our, blood.
absolutely,
Genes में है
absolutely,
हमारे. Saving is in genes because we have seen our parents. They were in the
absolutely.
process, but we were the people like gone to school, got the average education in average schools and all. But then we got all the facilities, and
Right,
now we are here, and they are going to enjoy. Let's see
absolutely.
their generation what they are going.
Right. So
all
giving them
MNCs
stability.
have a policy, give money, take money. उनको पैसे दे दो, उनसे पूरे पैसे ले लो.
हाँ वही
आईपीएल
है.
के जितने टिकट, जितने होटल, जितनी फ्लाइट टिकट्स, ऑल स्पॉन्सर्ड बाय.
Right.
मतलब जितना एक्स्ट्रा काम करो उसके बोनस में तुम्हें दुबई ट्रिप मिलेगी, तुम जाके मैच देख के आओ. अरे वो तो मैच यहाँ पे भी और बेहतर देख सकते हो.
Yeah.
तो पैसे देना पैसे लेना एक साइकिल है. इट इज अ बिगेस्ट ट्रैप जो क्रिप्टो में हुआ, किसी को पता नहीं चल रहा है.
Right.
Pakistan is being sold. Investment in the cryptocurrency.
Yes, yes. Now news is coming. Lots of other news are
Yes,
coming.
yes, yes.
So Ruby, I will be more than happy for if you can choose me for some other topic also. Love to
Sure.
contribute something in it.
And I must appreciate that the questions were excellent.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank